All right, next one. What's your favorite video game boss?
I got one, but I can't exactly tell you what it is because it's a huge spoiler.
What game?
What game?
But the
What
final
game's it
boss
for?
of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, I can't tell you who it is because it's a huge spoiler, but if you ever played that game, it's one of the coolest
I know
final
what it
boss
is.
fights. Okay. You do, but for the sake of people watching this video,
Thank you.
I can't really.
It kind of came out of nowhere. Like, to be honest, I was not
Yeah.
expecting it at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Part of it was just a shock value.
Wow.
it wasn't me. It's probably just me thinking, but it wasn't a nice surprise. It was like one of those okay surprises.
Yeah. All right.
I wasn't
Mine.
expecting it. It came completely out of left field.
All right.
Right.
But moving on, my favorite boss would have to be McKnackus.
Oh, okay. My
Favorite
favorite.
boss?
My favorite. It's kind of tough, but I gonna have to go with Mega Leg, for Mario Galaxy, because that is the first, like, the scale of this boss. You are literally climbing this boss, in order to beat it. It's an easy boss. It's not really that exciting, but this is the first boss that really, that really struck home the idea of Mario Galaxy. You know, where things have their own gravity. And here we are. We have this massive boss that you literally have to run up to get to the weak point. And the idea of that is just simply so over the top. I can't help but love it. The second favorite might be the actual final boss of Mario Galaxy, just because the music is so awesome. All right, Green.
All right. Well, I don't know if it really counts, but my favorite boss is what's it called, Blue from Pokemon Red and Blue, because it took me 10 years to beat him.
Oh,
So it's awesome.
wow, yeah, that.
Better late than never.
Yep. All right, Seal. Can't think of it.
Oh wait, I thought I lost connection there.
No,
for a
no,
second.
you didn't lose connection. We're just.
I'm trying to think. I think a boss to me determines its difficulty. Like, I think the last boss of Donkey Kong Country Returns is probably up there because I was practically screaming at that creature because he killed me so many times. I went from, like, I think so many lives in the 70s to the 10s because I would not stop dying. And when I finally killed it, I let out a primal scream that probably must have shook the earth because that boss infuriated me so much that it was just a joy to see him die.
Awesome. Those are always fun bosses because, you know, they're so irritating. And you know what? I think the Donkey Kong Country series has a knack for having those sort of bosses. At the end, particularly, because I remember it took me years to beat Donkey Kong Country 2 because of the final boss, and I never even got to the secret boss. So, yeah, awesome. All right, let's move on to the next one. What is your favorite book? I'm gonna have to go. Like, I don't read very many books, but whenever I do, it's usually because, you know, I have to for, you know, school. And one particular book that I read for school, I really, really enjoyed. It's one of the few books that I've actually read because I enjoyed it, and it's Bridge Over the River Kwai. It's a military book, but it has some really, really good comedy elements. Mostly situational comedy. Just what happens in the book is funny. It involves, like, it has like, one of the main characters is a general who pretty much just he believes that whoever is put above you, you should obey them. And, well, their platoon gets captured, right? So who's above them now? The Japanese. So he's trying to, his entire platoon wants to do the best job they can for the Japanese. But the thing is that the things the Japanese want them to do is build this bridge. And they keep noticing that this bridge won't get built the way they want it to. It just is impossible. So they keep trying to get them to make it correctly, and they just won't listen. So I think that's pretty funny.
Oh, wait. Is it my turn now? I'm sorry. I forgot the question. What were you doing again? Oh, favorite book. Okay, well, Green don't read, so I guess Little Engine I could. It's very easy. It's only 10 pages. Mm-hmm. But if I had to be serious, I don't know. I think I got one. I really enjoyed this book I read for summer reading. I think freshman year. It's called The K. It's probably an easier book. I was in a low English that year.
Uh-huh.
But it was a good book. It was about some kid who gets stranded on an island with a black guy, and it's one of those racism book things. Uh-huh. So it was pretty good.
Cool. John?
Just about anything by C.S. Lewis I really like.
Awesome.
The Chronicles of Narnia, and then all his serious nonfiction kind of books are pretty good too, if you're into the sort of religious thing. Yeah. He's a very brilliant author. And then another book I found really good was The Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. The guy did a great job of capturing human behavior and thought. It's really tough reading though, so if you're not much of a reader, I wouldn't recommend reading it because it's just very, very difficult reading.
All right.
But also very brilliant.
Cool. Seal.
My favorite book would probably be a mixture of the now show Book of World Records, The Princess Bride, Catcher in the Rye, and I'm actually a big fan of the Ripley's Believe It or Not books. I don't think they really count though.
Yeah. Well, awesome.
That's pretty much it.
I was gonna say I like going to Ripley's by where I live, not where I live. If I go on vacation, there's always a Ripley's Believe It or Not. I always like going to those things. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Post a cool YouTube video. Which is basically, is there any YouTube videos that you guys thought were really cool that you saw recently? I mean, besides the one that we recorded last week.
Oh. Or the one we're recording right now.
Yeah, or the one we're recording now. And it doesn't have to be YouTube. It can be whatever site. Anything?
I'll figure it out. Well, I have a funny one. I think on my favorite YouTube video, it's I think it's Mega 64. It's called a deck of cards. It's not a deck of cards, a cast of cards. I think it's what it's called. It's only 20 seconds, but it's so funny. I mean, I would tell you what it is, but you're kind of spoiling it.
Ah, cool. John?
Yeah, I've got one. If you guys know who Stephen King is.
Okay,
really famous author.
Yeah.
There's back when Twilight was super popular and everybody was drooling over it. There were some fans that thought Stephen King had said something on a radio program about the author and how she wasn't a very good writer. And a lot of Twilight fans got mad at him, said he was just jealous about her success. So he's got this 4.5-minute rant on this in a video on YouTube of him sarcastically explaining why he has no reason to be jealous. And it's really, really funny.
Ha. Awesome. Alright, Seal?
A favorite of mine, I have a lot of favorites. If you ever look at my YouTube favorites or my brother's, you'd see a large extent of lots of them. But here's one of my recently favorited ones. Was about this strange Russian child who is naked from the waist down, who screams at the camera in a incommensurable babble before stabbing it with a knife.
Huh. Wow. The heck?
There's a link for you can watch later.
Yeah, well, I'll be including links to all these videos.
Oh yeah, try soon.
Alright.
I'll watch it right now.
Yeah, you guys can link them to me later. I'm trying to think of a video. I'm kind of a fan of YouTube poops.
Those are funny.
Yeah. So naturally, I've made a few.
Oh, mine's 2007.
Yeah, I've made a few on. You can see them on my YouTube channel. I hate to choose one of my own videos, but I have to.
Shameless advertising.
Yeah, shameless advertising. Total plug here. Yeah, sorry guys, but seriously, the Emperor inflates the barter system. I almost wanted to do a sequel, but I only make YouTube poops whenever I am like insane amounts of bored, and I just can't think of anything else to do. So yeah, I have that video. I tried to do as many visual gags as I could because I really like those. Alright, so yeah, that's my video.
Mm.
Okay, now, what is your favorite weapon? Now this is a question basically where you come up with any weapon, just anything. What kind of weapon can you come up with?
I wrote this one down a couple of minutes ago. I just thought of one. Here we have, I've got a few. A gun that shoots grenades, with the pins out. A bomb that explodes if you think of it. And a rocket that you stand on that lets you fly around and shoot people with because it shoots bullets.
That's pretty cool.
There.
Awesome.
Dang it, I can't top that.
No.
Alright.
If any military people are watching this video right now, send me a message when you can talk.
I know Fallout New Vegas has that grenade Gatling gun. It's a Gatling gun that shoots grenades instead of bullets.
Wow.
They have the best weapons in Fallout.
Alright,
Cool.
I'll just take that as yours, John. Green?
Well, I was actually going to go with Cloud Strife's sword from Final Fantasy Advent Children. And I like that a lot because it's like this multi-purpose weapon that has multiple swords in it, and he can transform it into a bunch of smaller things, and then if he puts them all together, it makes a huge, powerful sword.
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool.
Hey, you gotta love those over-the-top ones that are just, like, you could cut a building in half.
Excessive and awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly. Cuts lots of things in half with that.
Yeah. Alright, and Green, what's yours?
Pair weapon? Let's see. Well, made up weapon. Let's see. Is a cannon that shoots minivans.
Oh, wow.
For when you're really late to work.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That sounds awesome. Alright, and mine would be a gun that shoots guns that shoots guns that shoots bullets. Because then every time the bullet is just going faster and faster.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
Yep. By the time it's all out of all the guns, then it's probably moving at the speed of light. Alright.
Nice.
Alright. Now, the final thing. Tag somebody. So, I think we all just... we've already done...
Anybody on Pi that we didn't tag last time?
Yeah, if you didn't consider yourself tagged before, we're tagging you now.
You're tagged now.
Yes.
For all young cool people.
I tag you now.
Now, go out and do this, because we all know it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And anybody else who hears this,
Mm-hmm.
anyone else who hears this who isn't from Pi, yeah, you're also tagged as well.
Yeah, so.
Everyone
Tag
do this
rule.
now,
Or else.
or else. We know where you live.
I know where you live at least.
Alright, well, I think we're done here, because we're running out of time. So, this is McKnackus.
This is Green.
This is JohnnyBoy.
And Seal.
And we're gonna say goodbye. Bye.